Today, we need to talk about something wild that's happening online, pretty much right under our noses. It's a silent revolution that's totally changing who, or maybe what, is actually visiting websites. We're diving into the automated web and what this new reality of online traffic really means.
But hey, before we get into all that, if you could just take a second to hit the like and subscribe buttons, that'd be awesome. It really helps us keep digging into these topics. Okay, let's just jump right in with a pretty mind-bending question. What if you found out that most of the visitors clicking around on your website weren't people at all? I know, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but honestly, it might just be the world we're living in right now.
So, that brings us to our first major point. We're going to explore this incredible idea that we may have already hit a tipping point, a moment where automated bots finally outnumber actual human beings online.
You know, for the longest time, the internet was a place built by people for people. It was all about us. Well, that balance, it's completely shifted. These automated programs, bots, are now responsible for this huge and frankly fast-growing slice of everything that happens online. We may have already crossed that line where bots are officially the new majority.
So who exactly are these new digital visitors? And are they friends or something else? Let's peel back the curtain and meet this new AI audience and figure out what they're actually up to on our websites.
First up, you've got the AI training crawlers. Think of these as data harvesters for the big AI models. Their whole job is to crawl across the web, scanning and downloading just massive amounts of information to teach models like ChatGPT. I mean, without these crawlers, the AI tools we use wouldn't know nearly as much as they do. Then you have RAGBots. It's a fancy name, right? It stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. But what they do is pretty straightforward. They're like real-time fact-checkers for AI. So when you ask an AI a question, a RAGBot zips out to find the absolute latest info, making sure the answer you get is fresh and accurate, not just based on old data.
And rounding out our group, we have the search indexers. So if the crawlers are the collectors, you can think of the indexers as the super-efficient librarians. They take all that messy, unstructured data and organize it into a perfect, searchable index. This makes it way easier and faster for other bots, like those RAGBots, to find exactly what they need in a split second.
And look, this isn't just a static thing, it's changing fast. The projections for 2025 show a huge jump in traffic from RAGBots and search indexers. We're talking 33% and almost 60% growth. This tells us the whole bot landscape is evolving at an incredible pace, moving toward these smarter, real-time bots.
Okay, so you've got this tidal wave of new traffic hitting your site. What's the natural instinct for most businesses? To put up walls, right? So let's talk about the old playbook, trying to fight back against the bots. The big problem here is that these aren't your grandpa's bots. The new ones are seriously sophisticated. They can mimic how a person moves a mouse, they vary how fast they click, they change up their browsing patterns. They're basically doing a great impression of a human, which lets them sneak right past a lot of the old security tools.
To deal with this, companies are getting way smarter. They're basically hiring a digital bouncer for their websites. They're using clever tricks like honeypots. These are hidden links that you and I would never see, but a bot can't resist clicking them. They're also using machine learning to spot those super subtle, non-human patterns. And yeah, they're still using those CAPTCHA tests, but trying to do it strategically so they only bother the bots, not us.
But trying to fight this rising tide? It's exhausting. And maybe it's the wrong approach anyway. So what if, instead of building bigger walls, you just learned how to surf the wave? This brings us to a whole new playbook.
And this is where we get to a brand new idea. Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO. It's a huge mental shift. It's not just about optimizing for Google anymore. GEO is all about making your content attractive to AI models. You're structuring your information so an AI can easily find it, understand it, and then feature it in its answers. This reframes AI from a threat into a powerful new doorway to your audience.
And get this whole new world is creating entirely new ways to do business. We're seeing pay-per-crawl services pop up where website owners can actually charge AI companies for clean, authorized access to their data. It ends up being a win-win, right? The publishers get paid for their work, and the AI companies get the high-quality data they desperately need.
Really, the whole thing boils down to a shift in mindset. One source put it perfectly: business owners who welcome this shift rather than fight it stand to gain. If you adapt, you can actually boost your visibility and connect with people in ways that just weren't possible before.
So this leads us to the new reality for pretty much anyone with a website. The game has changed. The new primary goal isn't just about optimizing for human search anymore. The new imperative is simple, but it's a big one. Optimize for AI.
And that's the question I really want to leave you with. Take a hard look at your own online space, your business, your projects, and ask yourself, is my content ready for an AI audience?